The following is a presentation of TFNN.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We get the Dow right now down 140, NASDAQ off 42, S&Ps are off 18. You get gold up 14, silver's down 16 cents. That is, copper's off 8 pennies, oil down $1.80. Bonds are up 6 ticks at 140.14. King dollar's up 55, and needless to say, the Friday they took it south and opened 2 hours.
Boy, they did. Absolutely.
Continue it today. And what you're going to see out here, folks, I suspect we're going to get an acceleration of volume. What the market has done is jump the creek. When you jump the creek, baby, watch out. In this case, we're talking on the way down. You can jump it on the way up, and that's, cool on the way up. Because what you have here is that on the 13th, that, my take, is a false break, but you'll get the confirmation today. And that confirmation would be you get a close inside the 138.09.
And you take a look at the SPYs. What do you take?
If we use the SPYs. If we use the SPYs, the Russell has already done it.
Yeah.
The Dow hasn't done it yet. No, the Dow's looking to do it. The NASDAQ's the one that has quite a way to go down.
Yes.
The Dow's getting taken apart. This is only the beginning too. And of course the dipsters are in here, and bottom line is that they're going to get toasted and roasted today, folks. Oh yeah, totally, man. Yeah, see, when it happens over and over, they've already been in here twice this morning.
Right.
And they did a good shot at it too. There's no doubt about it. When I say a good shot at it, what you had is that if we look at the E-mini, that they got it from 74 up to 78, 4 points, not the end. But you can see that volume, man. That volume is downtown. Someone's hitting this S&P, the future S&P, and they're hitting it with big numbers. So it's going to be a wild day, man. And volume-wise, what you're looking for, if you get the expansion of volume on the NYSE, you don't have it right now. You're only at 123. On the NASDAQ, you don't have it either. On the SPYs, we have it. On the, let me see the small caps right now. IWM. So you're at 9 million. You're going in. Do you need, no, it's going to be a lot more than that. A lot more. Because we're going into 80 million, that swing low out there.
Yeah.
So, bottom line is that, Europe's closed.
Yes, exactly. So
Europe's going to gap away.
Yes.
Spain.
Well, Europe's going to take its signal from us. Our markets, whatever our markets do.
Didn't you get that memo this morning? Did you get that memo?
You got us here too early to get a memo.
Didn't you get that memo? It's going to be happening at 4 o'clock out here?
I love it.
Yeah, totally.
No, you forgot to CC me.
Oh, man. I was too busy watching the Masters.
Oh, no, was that? It was a really great tournament. I thought, all weekend.
Bubba. Yeah, no, it was all weekend.
lot of which typically happens. There's so many great stories out there. I mean,
yes.
You take a look at a personality like Freddie Couples,
right?
Who at age 52, that place to him feels like home,
right?
He gets there,
That's right.
he drives down Magnolia Lane. And, he just totally gets psyched up. And, for 2 solid days, he played just simply miraculous golf. Right. And then, that third day, the problem obviously as you watch with that course is, you just miss a couple of putts. And the putts that some of these guys are missing, they're short putts. They're like 12 inches.
Right.
A couple of guys, 12, 16, 18
And that's because it's so fast, right?
So fast. And also, one of the guys
curves.
One of the guys that I was following quite a bit was Matt Kuchar.
Okay, so I was watching him.
Okay, so I used to play golf with his father, often 20-plus years ago when Matt was just a little runt. And couldn't even actually win our club championship.
Okay.
But then won the U.S. Amateur, which was great.
Wow.
And he had the opportunity at that stage really to go pro because he had Nike, a bunch of folks behind him that were ready to give him contracts. But he, at that stage in his life and his career, he wanted to go ahead and finish out school at Georgia Tech.
Okay.
What his goal was to kind of like be the next Bobby Jones.
Okay.
So he thought maybe as an amateur he could go out there and win a bunch of tournaments or what have you.
Okay.
And that was a tough thing to do, against a group of professionals like this.
Oh, totally.
But he's done well for himself.
Right.
And so you watch he missed a couple of putts. It was just where the ball would just simply rim out.
Right.
It would be real close. There were short putts.
I know, man.
And they get up there and they know that they're maybe downhill, and and if you just start the ball off on the wrong dimple, that's
You're
it.
done.
And then you got a longer putt, on the way back. But that shot that Bubba hit,
that was amazing.
the last one,
the curve,
yeah. But just the emotion, that was going.
That was
through
cool
because he had a chance to win on 18 in regulation.
Oh yeah, big time.
He had a putt, and then came back and he had another chance to win.
Yep.
Okay, and that didn't work out, and then hitting it into the trees. That's what I talked about this morning. That just simply. I used the word, somebody had commented about something in the den, I just simply put remarkable. Not because it was a remarkable shot, but it just reminded me of just humans, us.
Oh, yeah.
And that we can each do such, we do remarkable things. You see them unfold on television oftentimes.
Right.
And you can do remarkable things in your own life.
Right.
And that's absolutely, like you were talking when you came this morning. Guy never had any lessons.
Yeah, I know. And
that means you could be the next Bubba.
So, listen, every single one of us can.
Yeah.
Okay? And he's a huge example. Now, what I also got out of this, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be, what's really wild here, folks, is this. So, picture, I understand defensively, how Louis, when Bubba came off and went to the side.
Yeah.
How Louis decided that he's going to take a 3-wood.
Right.
And if you didn't see it, folks, what happened there is that I could see the position, meaning that he was saying,
he was going to, but I think he hit an iron, didn't he? Or did he hit a wood on his second shot?
I'm talking about the first shot.
The first
So what
first
happened
shot.
there
Absolutely.
is that he was playing it safe.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was like, okay, now you play it safe, but then what ended up happening is that you're against an unbelievable competitor.
For sure.
And if he didn't play it safe, he would have had it maybe, I'm not sure, but probably 20 or 30 more yards
back,
right?
Yeah.
Okay? And that in itself, to me, was saying a huge amount, because it's really when you're going in for the kill.
Yes.
And I understand both sides of it.
For sure.
That, okay, is it smart to go defensible?
Right.
You better really understand who you're going against.
Yeah.
Because that could have changed the whole context, too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's wild, isn't it? It's like, wow, man,
Well, the thing is that, because he was hitting second, so you got Bubba, hitting it a mile into the trees.
Right. I know.
Now, nobody knows where in the heck that ball's at.
No.
So you really don't know, but he's at the tee, he's got to make a decision.
That's right.
And the being back, though, 200 and some odd yards shouldn't really have been a factor for him.
Right.
Because, you figure he was coming off of, an albatross, a double eagle, a 2 on a par 3, which was the more amazing shot, of the tournament that was out there, which was just incredible.
Yes. And I missed that one. Angie and the kids saw that one.
260 yards out, he takes a 4-iron.
Unbelievable.
4-iron, 260.
4-iron.
Now, that's because of the contours. Now, that ball landed well short of the green, but he knew the way that probably visualized it.
Yeah, right.
And it was absolutely the most incredible shot. One time in my life, I hit a flag in 2 on the par 5.
I heard that you could actually, even when it was landing, when you were watching, you knew it was going to go in, right?
Especially towards, the whoever, I can't recall who was doing the commentating on CBS at that stage, but whoever it was, maybe Faraday or whoever it was, clearly was calling it. Because he saw it hit that green, and he's like, and it was destiny.
Damn.
I mean, it was absolute destiny.
That is wild.
Which was a cool shot.
Oh, it's huge.
Vaulted him into first place, and just the roars around.
Oh, it had to be unbelievable.
Yeah. So, great thing. You get Phil Mickelson. He was in there.
Oh, yeah, he was doing good, man. He's looking good. He took off some weight, man.
He does look good.
Yeah.
And
he got that 2 triples, the triple yesterday.
Yeah. Which was kind of amazing that on that part, of all of the holes, you don't expect a professional like that with that caliber to hit such even though it was a 200-yard shot. But for those guys, they're hitting 6, 7 irons, 210 yards, which is kind of unfathomable.
Right.
I try to figure what the heck am I doing wrong?
Yeah, seriously.
To not be able to have that type of impact. But for him to have hit the ball so far, so deep into the woods, into the stands, it was really, was pretty wild. So yeah, it was. I love. But you know what was also incredible. You know, was just simply the emotion that Bubba Watson displayed.
Oh, huge.
Which just also showed you. You know, if you, I always think that, you know, you should learn from others.
Right.
And so here's a guy that you absolutely can learn from because he became so focused.
He did.
You know, during the,
he kept it together big time.
You know, and then once he achieved his outcome, he was able to just totally,
which was amazing.
Let so much go.
I know that.
So you realized how much was really bottled up inside there,
and just strong. I mean, strong as an ox, man. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
Because think, you know, every one of those shots, I was looking at both of these guys and saying to myself, you know, when we talk about moments in time, and you talk about, I mean, those were moments, one after the other. Each one of those guys had to, you know, come into.
Absolutely.
Unreal.
Yeah, they got to go put a little plaque inside the in the woods there for Bubba.
It'll be there. It'll be there, no doubt.
There's going to be all kinds of members out there trying to hit that shot.
That's a fact.
Just go out there.
Yeah, why not?
And try it. Now, it'd be better if you're a lefty, but of course, if you got a huge slice, I guess you can do it too.
Well, did you see that? You know, the lefties now, the last 10 years have won 5 years.
I saw that.
That's pretty intense, man. No doubt.
Southpaws.
Yeah, I like that. Let's go to Jack in Deerfield Beach. Hey, Jack, what's going on?
Hey, guys, how are you?
Doing great. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir. Good weekend.
Good.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
What are we going to look at today?
EXM, Echo X-Ray Mike.
EXM. So you get XL Maritime. So what are you doing here?
Looking to buy.
Looking to buy. Well, sit on your hands, brother. The buy is about, well, you want to let it pull down this 158. It's doing another Tiger Gottlieb. It took the B out and took it out with lighter volume last Thursday. But let this baby get down there.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for a pullback to the 160 area, which is the same.
Absolutely, yeah. And when it gets down into that area, what you've got, which is really nice, is you've got some real strong support at the low of February 6th. That low there is $1.53 at 3.6 million shares.
And listen, you got to line it up with the market, man. This market starts pulling back, you know.
That's right.
Don't be stepping into that even at 158. We're still coming back. You stay right there. Steve and I are coming right back. We're right back, folks.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective and maximize your returns. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, folks. Turns out my best student became my best teacher. Steve Rhodes absolutely raised my standards, and I'll guarantee he'll raise yours.
Thanks, Tom. What I've learned is that if you want more, you must become more. And that transformation, folks, that occurs the moment you decide to become a master. Now, the quickest way to mastery is through immersion. And for 2 solid days in Denver, Boston, and Tampa, I'll create a new standard of wealth for those few trader investors who have a burning desire to succeed. At my Master Trader course, I'll teach you how to create the ultimate money machine. These are the best kept secrets in the business. Roadblocks, folks. Dabblers give up when they first appear. Stressors last just a little bit longer, but masters expect roadblocks and achieve extraordinary results when they bust right through them. I have all the benefit of knowing the type of wealth creation that I can generate for you. You don't. That's why I'm making this unconditional money-back guarantee. If for any reason you're not satisfied with my Master Trader course, I'll refund every penny. That's right. I take all the risk, and you get all the benefit. Go to the homepage at tfnn.com and sign up today.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow right now down 132. NASDAQ off 35. S&Ps are off 16. We're talking with Jack from Deerfield Beach, and we're talking about EXM. So, Jack, when you're setting this baby up, you need 2 different deals. You want at least 3. Exactly.
Three things to be looking at.
And, the first one is that, you get the 158 level out there. The second one, which is actually more important, is that the S&P, how it starts coming back. If that S&P continues and you see
explosion of volume,
then you're not going to want to touch a long position, period. Okay, because what will end up happening, it'll get below that level, and it very well could do a butterfly coming off it. Because they'll take the good babies down with the bad babies. So we'll see how this baby shakes out in the next few days.
Yeah, one of the things that when I take a look at just simply the velocity and the volume, especially on a trade like this. So you did cross the B point with lighter volume.
Right.
You did that on Thursday,
right? Which
is nice.
Right.
We don't know how today's going to play out, but I am noticing that on the CD leg, you're starting to be on the inside track.
Right.
You're on the inside track. Says you could easily do more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD.
Okay.
And then when you really come back to that breakout. Well, the real breakout would be down at the bottom of where you had that low volume on February 2nd. Down at buck 43, which would be a really nice test if you could get in there.
Yeah, no, totally. And what ends up happening, folks...
Which happens to be the 1-to-1.272 A to B equals CD.
Yeah, and for sure. Because what happens, like, when it gets too easy, meaning that it's just setting up too pretty, you just want to be careful on those. There's plenty of them that set up real pretty. There's no doubt about it. They have the lipstick on, they got the whole ball of wax, but... You want to be cognizant of that whole deal. And now it's going to get interesting is that
So we got to take a look at. We got to also take a look at the other
EGLE. No, I have.
Okay. Because this one's got beautiful because it's got 2 nice high volume swing point highs out there.
That's right.
I don't know if the others have that.
Well, EGLE came down way too fast.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday.
Volume off the top there. Okay.
Exactly. So that's telling me that's going to pull back more. What hasn't moved at all, which is just starting, is Dries.
Yeah, really consolidated.
Yeah, and Dries is going to pull back to this 285. So maybe 237
to the bottom.
Yeah, so it's going to be like, what's going to happen there to make that happen?
Yeah.
So you want to be stay tuned on that, because this one's a real personality stock, man.
Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah. I heard you talking about that medical deal.
Molina Health, MOH, yeah.
You know, and you know, if you now watch this, folks, okay, this is really cool. I was looking at this morning. If you want to see...
Look at the volume off that sucker.
Huh? Now watch this.
They're only talking. We've only been trading for an hour, right?
Right, but watch this. If you want to see on a long-term basis, you go up to highs, and you don't have the juice, what ends up happening? You know, no matter how many, you got to pay attention to this, folks, okay? Because what happened is that this had busted topside.
Yes.
With tremendous, it had if you only looked at where you are right there, it had good volume.
Yeah, versus coming back.
If you didn't understand what it was taking out, and you know what, folks, you would have been out of the stock. You know, because the bottom line is that we had the correlation was actually huge. The correlation was 12 million shares, okay, versus 6.5. It's like, okay, man. And then you don't get a shot to get out of it. Then it just implodes.
Yeah.
And this stock's gonna go all the way back to $14. I mean, it's done.
Right.
When you can't.
You even pulled it back farther, I think, than probably I had it pulled.
Well, I did the maximum.
You know? Yeah,
that's what I did.
And it is important that when if you're trading the daily,
right?
Okay, you know, depending on what time, what's showing up on your chart, it is. And what I did was I went back to the weekly, and so I went back to the weekly. I said, oh, okay, well there it sticks right out at you. You know, so it is always important to back things up,
right?
Just to see where it is that you're going into.
No, and if you don't think that charts have memories, they went back to 2002.
Yeah,
that's sick. It really is, man. And let me tell you, folks, I don't know how that works, but I know it works.
Right? Exactly.
It's one of those deals that it's just a math deal. I mean, whatever that is pretty amazing, no doubt.
Yeah. Now, Rand Gold's having a heck of a move today. Any idea what's behind?
Yeah, what's going on is that so you got the coup that had taken place.
Okay.
And the commanders of the coup turned around and said, okay, we're going to allow elections.
Okay.
Happening, and that's what you have.
So that's what. Okay. And you've got some decent volume in it this morning.
Yeah, I wouldn't be buying it.
Right.
Not even close. Because 75 is written all over this baby. And in fact, we'll see how this bounce. Unfortunately, this bounce is coming as a 3.8 million.
Yeah.
We'll see where they can do it. The bottom line, Rango's a great company. There's no doubt about it. It just looks to me
like it's still got too much volume overall on the downside.
It does. And all of them do.
Yeah,
Every single one of these want to go into the March 2009 levels, which is amazing. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Yeah.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've always thought about trying out his newsletter, Market Insights. Well, now is the perfect time. For a limited time only, when you sign up for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights, we'll send you a free copy of Tom O'Brien's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. If you decide to cancel within the 2-week trial period, pay absolutely nothing, and keep Tom's book as a free gift from us. Tom sends out his daily newsletter each morning by 9:30 a.m. with trade recommendations, including price targets and price stops. As recently as March 21st, Market Insight subscribers closed out a position for more than a 25% profit in just over 2 weeks. To get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights, along with your free copy of The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Supplies are limited for this one-of-a-kind special, so act today and don't let this opportunity pass you by. Offer only valid for new subscribers. In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report, with over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar. The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
I think we're right there. Close. Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow right now down 128. NASDAQ off 32. S&Ps are off 15. Let's go to Doug in New Jersey. Hey, Doug, what's going on?
I am. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
That's a beautiful thing, man. I like that.
I want to look at Harmony Gold, HMY. I'm on a weekly and trying to figure out whether volume seems to have been coming down nicely.
Let's take a look at it. You get Harmony Gold. Right now it's trading at 1035. Now, I'm going to put this on a maximum chart. And what you have is this, okay? You know, you're at 1035. Yeah, it wants to go to 1536. What you also have, though, is that you have a lowest swing point out here. You have a few different lowest swing points. You have 893 is still wide open for a test. The larger swing gets down to, it's kind of right there, which is, it's already into October of 08, which is the high of that is 1081, the low is 571.
Go put yours on a, are you on a weekly?
Yeah. I'm on a monthly.
You're on a monthly. Go weekly. Go to August 2007. You look at the downdraft that's in there.
Let's see.
So I've got August 10th, week of August 10th, 2007. Let me just refresh my chart, make sure it's also picking up the correct stuff.
You're looking at volume of 31 million and change there?
Yeah, 31 million.
I got it.
Yeah, 31 million, and you're inside that bar right now.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
You know, which takes you to $8.91.
Right, on the low.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Which is really all that would be. That'd just be a 1 to 1.272 ABC down from the highs. And, you know, when it made a high the week of May 6th, you know, you talk about bearish engulfing candles, just like, you know, gold had. This thing took back, you know, in 1 week, you know, took back a month and a half.
Yeah.
So it's giving you signals that it wants lower price for sure.
And if we go over, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to bring you over to South Africa. Now, what you're looking at right now, if you're watching Tiger TV, that is the trades in South Africa. Okay. Under using their symbol, their specific symbol. Okay.
That's
so
pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. So we're at 81.87 rand dollars. Okay.
Yeah.
You can see that we're under the breakout area from the 11th. It's like, okay, man, then that means that we get 7050 open.
Yeah.
So you got to wait.
That's really,
that's
really
I know.
important to understand.
I'm always on this. And the South Africans, folks, I am on that. You know, and what happens is, of course, I can go to any exchange I want. So
right.
This one here is crucial, though, because it just like this gives me a huge heads up. You know, and the gold report in the morning, where these guys want to trade. Now, if we go to the rand, so let's just go to the rand for a second. Now, the rand is going the way that it should be going for the South African equities to make a fortune. Okay, so right now it's 7.8 rand dollars to $1 US. Now, once we took out the 7.8799, which we're at right now, that's going to build some cause. That's saying we're going to go back to 8.6. So they're going to be
able to pay out their expenses in a stronger dollar and report.
Pay the expenses in a weaker rand dollar, and they get paid in U.S. dollars. So I like the trade, you know, Doug, but it's just not ready yet. Folks, this is what's happened in the gold market, and let me tell you, it's remarkable. There's no two ways about it. But this is telling me that our own broad market is going to get absolutely smoked, and this is the reason why. See, folks really don't understand the ramifications inside gold. It's you know, when you hear that it's safe, let me tell you something. Gold went from 1,066 to 666 in the downdraft.
Yes.
Boom. If it's so safe, how'd it go down $400 in 5 weeks? Okay, there's nothing safe. Okay, my take is that the gold equities are the leaders on the way down, and they're leaders by about 3.5 months right now. The oil and gas sector started last week, so that's telling me that, number one, the rest of the market's going to go down there, and number two, for the gold and silver equities, they'll probably hit the bottom first and take off first, too. But they're coming back to the March 09 levels. And they're coming back with a vengeance, man. I mean, if you look at the XAU, the HUI, and I know the amount of money that's going to be lost is extraordinary, because I know for a fact that, you know, if you go to plenty of gold sites and silver sites, these people don't know what the word sell means. They have no, and so now it's going to be, they're into it for 10 years and they've still lost money, which is just insane. But that's, you know, so keep your hands in your pockets right now, man.
Will do, and that's they feel nice and warm there. Thank you.
That's a beautiful thing. That's right. That's right.
Bye-bye.
That's right. Isn't it crazy, though?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, you know, and particularly, folks, I mean, we're in this business in a big way, and it's wild watching it. It's like, okay, man, look at this. Look look at how deviant the market is. You know, and it's going to be, I can't wait to see if it, in fact, does play out that way.
Right,
you know?
right,
because what you're always trying to do is you keep your ears open and you're listening to what's happening in the marketplace. And because, you know, I'm so involved in that market, I'm saying to myself, okay, something is absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
And when I say something is wrong, there's nothing ever wrong. Markets just want to go up or down.
Right.
But in that context, well, you know what? That is telling me that everything's pulling back.
Yeah.
You know, now if we go, let's go to the XLE just for a second and see if we get any follow through. So the XLE is off. You're at 5 million shares. Yeah, she's going to blow away a B point. So the XLE's doing it too. So the XLE's was only the second sector, by the way, okay, that gave us any volume on the way down.
Absolutely.
And now it's doing it again today. So that's verifying. So what I need next is I need the S&P to confirm that it wants to blow away a B point with volume. And we don't have that yet. You know, we'll see whether we get it today. We don't have it yet, though. You know, and if that's what happens, folks, let me tell you something. You better get out of the way, because gold has the flag out, and the flag is saying lower prices are coming.
Yeah.
And
now, what's pretty cool that you gave the listeners, I don't know if they heard it, but that, you know, you're saying, look, the gold equities are about 3 months ahead, 3 months ahead.
Right.
But they're also going to be the first ones off the bottom.
That's right.
So they're going to be ahead, you know, the market could still be pulling back, but gold equities could start moving up.
That'd be my take.
So that's that counterintuitive.
Oh, it is.
You know,
no, it is. And what ends up, what should happen at the end of that is that there'll be that last price destruction without the volume.
Yeah.
It's going into the March levels and will reject them. Now, you know what's so cool about that, folks, is that if, in fact, that's what happens, what you'll end up seeing is it'll be the same with the S&P. Everyone will get so paranoid.
Yes.
The S&P will start banging in there, whether it's 5 or 6 months from now, right? And everyone say, oh, no, it's going to go break out in lows, and it's not. What it's going to do, that's what the turn's going to be. That was the test, and then bang.
Yeah.
And then what ends up happening, of course, is that 2012, Armageddon, everyone's going to say, oh, the end of the world is here, and, you know, of course, the end of the world's not going to be here. It's going to be the beginning of a new bull market that we've been a bear market since 2000, which would be absolutely insane. I know, believe me, I know it would be insane. But that's the way it looks to me. It's shaping out, man.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not nothing. It's a wild thing, man. Let's go to Mark in Massachusetts. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Not much, Tom. Steve, how are you two? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, too.
Yeah, I want to look at, it's funny you talk about energy. I want to look at oil, and the reason why I want to look at oil is I specifically want to look at refined gasoline. What I have noticed, Tom and Steve, is that oil is off its peak at 108 and change. And it's come down, you know, a couple bucks, and it's down again strong today. Obviously, you were just talking about the energy sector. But the price of the gas pump is still going up. And I'm looking at a chart. The only way I can get this thing is on CNBC.com. So I'm looking at their chart.
Yes.
And it seems like it just keeps going up and up and up. And the question which I have is refined gasoline? Are people profiting in this, taking advantage of this, or what's happening?
Well, listen, man, they always lose their ladders. They get their ladders on the way up really quick, but when things pull back, the gas, they always lose their ladders. They don't have any ladders, man. They got to go to Home Depot and find those ladders so they can bring the prices back down.
I think that's an Ed Young phrase. I think he's the one who coined that, didn't he?
He definitely coined it because he had a gas station in the 70s. His family had a gas station in the 70s. And of course, that was the heaviest acceleration of price ever.
For sure,
you know,
because he had.
But Tom, with that aside, I think the just the spot market on refined gasoline has not come down the way that the crude actually has by itself. That's why I want to look at the RBOB.
Now, I got the actual contract up right now. Well, what you have with the contract is, you know, we hit 342.78. Last Wednesday, okay? But then you got some juice behind the move on the way down. All that has to happen here is that, all that has to happen, you just got inside the 331 area, which is important, okay? Once it gets under 325.43, it'd be like, okay, now it could have a pullback. You know, but it has to get underneath there first. It thus far has rejected those levels each and every time.
Tom, I'm going to ask a question for my neighbor, because I know he will sometimes listen, so I'll pass this on to him. If you were to go short, would you rather short the market or short the gold?
Oh, you know, I would. I'd be short in the market right now.
Short the market. Okay.
I'd be short in I'm short the small caps, and I'd be short in the small caps on a bounce. That's what I'd be doing.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a profitable day trading. You have a great one, a safe one.
Thanks so
much,
calling, Mark.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Yeah, if we go over to the bonds, you know, we talk about bonds. These bonds aren't even close to being done. These bonds, look at this. Look at the bonds. Oh, baby. Watch out. You know what, folks? They're back inside the higher range. Get out of the way, man. The bonds are on the way to the 30 is on the way to 144, and if you bust topside, man, you got 160 written all over it. That's going to blow some minds.
Well, you know, and at this stage, it got the 30-year up, okay, and it's up against a pretty decent resistance level. Just simply taking a look at two retracement areas off of either with you come off of February 28th or you come off of March 6th. So, if this area fails, it's going to see some real significant acceleration.
Unreal.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's doing what it's supposed to be doing right now.
Right.
And so, but you know, if it breaks through this area, let's see, and it did a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. But this look at the strength there on the inside of that CD leg.
Yeah.
It just tells you there's higher prices coming.
So this is pretty cool. Can you explain? I understand. That's the first time I've ever heard you say that.
Yeah.
Meaning the time before that. So when you're talking about the inside, what you're doing, you're taking the you're taking the angle.
That's right. That's right.
You're taking the angle of the A to B equals C to D.
That's right.
And so explain the rest of it.
Okay. So I'm using the exact same angle on the C to D leg as is on the A to B leg.
Right.
And one of the ways that you can really understand the velocity behind that C to D leg, and to me it's all about the C to D leg.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
Okay, because what I want to do is I want to buy or sell D points. But the question is always, where's that D point?
Right.
Well, when you see some conviction, meaning I say conviction, when you've got price traveling along the inside axis, in this case here on the way up, it tells you want to do a 1 to 1.272 at a minimum.
Because it's fast.
Because it's faster.
Yeah,
because it's all velocity.
Nice.
Because when you go study ABCs, what you find is that 60% of the time you do 1 to 1.
Yeah.
The other 40% of the time you're doing 1.272 or 1.618.
Yeah.
So you want to really understand with that other 40% of the time, well, how does that happen? Well, I promise you that first, when you pass a B point with conviction, which is going to be wide price spread accelerated volume, but you also want to take a look at how is that move off of that CD? How are you moving off that C
This is a good trick, folks. This is one of these subtle things that you want to understand. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It really, really is.
Huge.
It really, very, very subtle, but so important to understand the move.
Isn't that cool? That's cool. I like that. Let's go to Shivan in Boston. Shivan, what's happening, brother?
Oh, not much happening. Watching you, both of you, on Tiger TV.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely it is. Learning a lot from Tiger.
Yeah, hey, listen, that right there, folks, let me tell you something. That is a light bulb. Now, picture this. I've talked many times about after you're trading so long, there's not many. That's probably the first light bulb that I've had go off in 2 or 3 years. So thank you. I know it's huge.
You're welcome.
It's huge, man. I mean, which is really cool. So that's dynamite.
So what I do in a master trader course, the way that we set things up was, I wanted my students, to become masters of the C to D leg.
Yes.
So if you can master the C to D leg, then you're home free.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
And so they got it. As all of a sudden some light bulbs went out.
That is so cool.
Ooh.
That's a beautiful thing. So let's see.
Steve.
Yes.
Steve, when you come to Boston again, you might want to go to Rhode Island, for pizza, El Forno.
Oh,
El Forno?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, what part of Rhode Island?
Providence.
Okay. I'm going to remember that, man.
It's a great Italian grilled pizza.
Oh,
okay,
man.
I'm going to remember that because Angie and we're going sailing down there for a couple of weeks this summer. I'm going to bring her down there.
We're going to be loading up on pizza in the master trader.
Oh, I know, man. Nico's going to kill us.
Bring back home Regina pizza, 12 of them, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
I love it.
Totally.
I love it.
My God.
Anyway.
EDMC, okay. Education Management Corporation. So, let's see. They provide proprietary post-secondary education in the USA. Okay. You stay right there. We're going to be right back. We get the group of pull out in this baby. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We get the Dow down 127, NASDAQ off 30, NASDAQ off 29, S&P's off 15. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted that was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow right now down 132. NASDAQ off 30. S&P's off 16. We're talking about, Shivan, we're talking about EDMC. And EDMC, folks, is a for-profit education center. So you get your group poll out here, right?
Yes.
Yes. I think I got to snap that group poll in half here right now. I wouldn't be touching this baby. This is what you have. You have an equity that is coming down with monster volume. Last week we came down with 2.5 million into 800,000. That's saying that this thing's going to go all the way down to 782.
I see. So don't touch it.
Do not touch it, man.
You've got the weekly chart up too, right? So
yes.
Weekly, yeah. So yes. I've got a weekly chart. Tom's got a weekly chart, and Shivan, what you should do is take a look at the week of October 7th, where the low was 1345. You're trading at 1349 right now, but that thing, is going to close. If it closes below 1345, then it just simply goes all the way down to that next bottom swing point, right, all the way back to September 2010. That week of October 7th, like in so many equities out there, this happened to be a bullish engulfing candle that was out there. So that real support level is 1345. But the way this thing came off of the top on January 6th, it had the bearish engulfing candle that was up there. So what's pretty cool, this thing has really set up a range, but it looks like it does with the volume that you had last week. The volume, unfortunately, was accelerating as it was moving into that swing point.
And you know what you're going to have here? That whole business in general, hopefully younger people and older people are getting a lot smarter that, listen, you shouldn't be paying $20,000 for an online education. You know, that's the reality. That you cannot wipe out in bankruptcy. I mean, my take on this whole education loan deal, it's the biggest scandal in the world. I mean, you know, you can wipe out everything else. It's like you get the education people coming together with the banks coming together with the lobbyists on the side saying, okay, let's get everyone, you know, in debtor's prison here because that's what it is. But I think I hope people are getting a lot brighter. You know,
that's what I was thinking about it. Same also, like each student graduated after 4 years comes with the debt of $200,000 plus debt with all other expenses. So like, and they don't, when they come out, they don't have a job.
No, they don't, and they're not going to get a job because the reality.
Those loan payments are still due, though.
The loan payments are due, and the reality, folks. If you're a young person out there, folks, make sure if you're going to school that you get a profession out of it. Do you know what I mean? You know, if you want to be good at English and math, great, you can study those things. You want to be good at math, be an engineer. You want to be good at English, you know, do something that you can have a skill to make some money. I mean, because the bottom line is that you're just kidding yourself if you're, you know, and you get it, you know, if you can sell, great. Then you know, it doesn't matter what's going to happen. You know, if you can understand.
Yeah, work on interpersonal skills.
That correlation.
Like
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, just to go there and get a piece of paper, and you know, the scandal also is that supposedly the university is supposed to be able to teach them things. It's fraudulent. The lawyers just lost. Did you see there was a huge case?
Oh no.
There was a huge case about a bunch of lawyers. They were bringing the big law schools to court. They went to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court said, "Hey, you know, they don't have to take care of you. You know." And of course, the bigger law schools are saying, "Hey, we're going to make sure you get a job." Well, none of these lawyers are getting a job. And you talk about toasted and roasted. These guys are toasted and roasted to the tune of probably $200,000-$400,000 by the time they finish law school.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, hey, you know, can't get a job. Oh man, that's intense. Cooking, brother.
Okay, when you get a chance,
have a great one, man.
A1.
What was that?
A1, A-O-N-E.
A-O-N-E.
A-O-N-E. Oh man, I gotta get that grouper pole away from you, man. No, don't touch that baby. Have a great one, have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're going up to Newton, Massachusetts. We'll get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up for the next couple hours, and David White back here 3 to 4 and 4 to 6.
Have a great day, folks.